I'm so looking forward to play against Alex because we played in Osaka before, like
Official ruling issued. Tournament organizers unleash a shocking verdict on the Eala vs. Sakatsume match outcome. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Court Vision Media, the one platform where we don't merely watch tennis, we analyze the chaos, unravel the controversy, and expose the truth behind every scoreline. Buckle up, because today's update is seismic. If you're standing, sit down, what just dropped is about to rattle the tennis world to its core. If you believe the drama at the Philippine Open wrapped up when the final point was played, think again. Moments ago, tournament officials released an official statement, and make no mistake, it's a thunderbolt. Over the past several hours, tension has been suffocating the tennis community. Social media erupted. Speculation spiraled. And in hushed corners of the Rizal Memorial Sports Complex, one chilling word echoed: disqualification. So what sparked the uproar? Because Himino Sakatsume's coaching team didn't simply accept defeat and head for the exits after her loss to Filipino phenom Alex Eala. Instead, they made a beeline for the tournament's technical supervision unit and filed a formal protest, triggering an extraordinary review of the match's validity. We're talking frame-by-frame slow-motion scrutiny, audits of umpire communication audio, and exhaustive analysis of broadcast footage. The credibility of the Philippine Open hung in the balance. The integrity of competition was questioned. And now, at last, the ruling has arrived. In this in-depth special report, we're breaking down what ignited the protest, why Sakatsume's camp was incensed, which moments were put under the microscope, and the stunning official conclusion that has now been delivered regarding Alex Eala's victory. Stay locked in. The decision is final. And the truth is about to be revealed. Before we unpack the investigation that kept officials awake through the night, we need to rewind to the spark that lit the fuse. At first glance, the scoreboard looks routine: Alex Eala def. Himino Sakatsume, 6-4, 6-0. A dominant straight sets win. A bagel in the second set. Case closed, right? Not in professional tennis. Because the numbers rarely tell the full story. And this match? It was a ticking time bomb. Picture the scene. Rizal Memorial Sports Complex, packed to the rafters. Round of 16 action. Alex Eala, the face of Philippine tennis, competing at home, carrying the weight of an entire nation. Across the net stands Himino Sakatsume, a Japanese force who already owned a psychological edge, having defeated Eala at the 2023 Japan Open. Sakatsume stepped onto the court knowing one thing: she had beaten Eala before. But there was a crucial wrinkle. Eala was not at full strength. Sharp-eyed viewers noticed the heavy taping on her right thigh. She was battling pain. And early on, it showed. Sakatsume surged ahead, grabbing a 4-3 lead in the opening set. The crowd grew anxious. Tension thickened the air. Then everything changed. Eala dug deep. With grit and resolve, she reeled off 3 straight games, flipping the set 6-4. And then came the moment that ignited everything. The medical timeout. This is where the controversy truly began. Eala requested treatment for her injured leg. Under tennis regulations, the MTO is completely legitimate, but also among the most debated elements of the sport. When taken after a set or just before an opponent's service game, it can halt momentum cold. Sakatsume was left waiting. Cooling off. Overthinking. When play resumed, the match unraveled. Sakatsume's rhythm vanished. Her focus crumbled. Eala emerged from the timeout transformed, hammering winners, sprinting for drop shots, and utterly dismantling her opponent 6-0 in the second set. To spectators, it looked like courage overcoming injury. To Sakatsume's camp, it looked like gamesmanship, compounded by what they believed were critical line calls during that pivotal first set that favored the home favorite. At the net, the handshake was polite, but the tension was unmistakable. While Eala soaked in the cheers of her supporters, Sakatsume's coach was already reaching for the rulebook. The match ended. Fans celebrated. But beneath the stadium, a storm brewed. Sources confirmed that Sakatsume's team lodged a formal technical protest almost immediately. This wasn't frustration, it was procedural warfare. Their concerns fell into three explosive categories. First, officiating. During the tight 4-3 phase of the first set, several overrules and missed calls were flagged. The team demanded a review of internal umpire linesperson communications to ensure crowd influence hadn't compromised fairness. Second, match pacing. The duration and timing of breaks, especially the medical timeout, came under scrutiny. Did it exceed regulations? Was it used strategically to disrupt momentum? Third, and most volatile, unauthorized coaching. With the crowd roaring, subtle signals can pass unnoticed. Sakatsume's camp requested a review of broadcast angles to determine whether instructions were relayed illegally from Eala's box. This triggered a Level 1 review, tennis's equivalent of a full-match VAR audit. For hours, Eala's quarterfinal spot hung by a thread. Her win wasn't inked, it was penciled. Inside a locked room, international officials pored over data from three primary sources, high frame rate replay and Hawkeye systems, scrutinizing every close call down to the millimeter. Exclusive broadcast angles, cameras trained on player boxes and the umpire chair, searching for illicit cues or code violations. Internal audio logs, unheard communications between the chair, umpire, and referee, reviewed for procedural errors. Specific rallies, especially the breakpoint at 4-all in the first set, were examined dozens of times. Officials hunted for hindrance, foot faults, anything. This wasn't a review. It was a forensic autopsy. Then came the moment of truth. The press release dropped. Official seal. Bold font. The ruling, the result stands. Let it be crystal clear, Eala remains the winner. But the real shock was the explanation. The committee's statement was unequivocal. After an exhaustive review of all video footage, slow-motion analysis, and officiating audio records, the technical committee finds no evidence of procedural error, bias, or rule violation. The medical timeout was administered within WTA guidelines. All challenged line calls were correctly adjudicated or within acceptable margins of error. The match result is confirmed and final. That is a total exoneration. For Eala, this clears every shadow. Her victory wasn't gifted. It wasn't influenced. It was earned by stepping up when it mattered most. For Sakatsume's camp, it's a crushing blow. A sweeping dismissal suggests frustration, not injustice, fueled the protest. So what now? Eala now prepares to face Camila Osorio in the quarterfinals, a former U.S. Open girls champion just like her. Osorio is experienced, gritty, and unfazed by crowds. But Eala enters with a clean slate, momentum intact, and controversy buried. And to the Court Vision media community, you were heard. Vindication is yours. The organizers investigated thoroughly, transparently, and confirmed the truth. That process didn't weaken the victory, it made it bulletproof. This saga also ignites a fierce Eala-Sakatsume rivalry. Sakatsume won in 2023. Eala struck back in 2026. After this, their next encounter will be personal. And now, it's your turn. Did organizers make the right call? Was the protest justified, or just sour grapes? Can Eala win the Philippine Open on a taped leg? Drop your thoughts in the comments, I read every single one. If you enjoyed this deep dive, smash that like button, it fuels the channel. Subscribe if you haven't, we're building something special here at Court Vision Media, and you're part of it. And ring the bell so you never miss breaking tennis news. I'm your host, signing off. The boardroom drama is done, now the real battle begins on court. This is Court Vision Media, where every match tells a story, and we bring you every dramatic chapter.